Hello. So, quick catch up because as you can see, I got the Whispers medallion. After I got off last night, I took a break for like an hour, hour and a half, and then I went back and went at the Whisperer hard for like another hour and a half, and I did not get anywhere. I wasn't even getting him down to half. I think one time I got him down to a quarter. So, turn on the light. Oh yeah, yeah. As you can see, I just killed him. So I woke up this morning and sold almost everything I had. I sold my bandos. I sold the torture. I sold pretty much everything in my bank that I wasn't using for the Whisper battle, and I bought Aram's, Virtus, Mask, Nightmare Staff, and then Chin Monkeys for like a half an hour to get up to 82 so I could do Ice Blitz. And then instead what I did was, instead of using the Trident of the Swamp, Blood Blitz pretty much the entire time as the normal attack, so then I'd get a little extra passive HP, and then just quickly switch over to Ice Blitz when he goes into it. I'm garbage at the game, so I know this probably seems like duh, but to me that's like, holy shit. Yeah, so then I woke up, went at it for about half hour, and just barely got him. And I didn't actually even do a clean kill because I was like at 75% sanity at the enraged phase, pretty good, and then I kind of started choking at the enraged phase and went into insanity. And instead of teleporting out, I used one last attack when he was at like 10 HP, and it landed at 10. So we both died, but got the medallion. So not exactly the way that I wanted to do it, but take them where we can. So now we're gonna finish the quest. Hope everybody had a good night. Oh, and then Barrows. Alright, and I know that pretty much once I get out of this that I'm gonna be tele-blocked. We'll see. Oh yeah, the last thing too was the reason why I didn't like log on this morning and stream Killing the Whisperer is because when I was streaming last night, I kept dropping frames like in all the new boss areas down to 16 frames on the stream. And then on my end, it was going down to like 28. Like I'd have it set at 35, so then when I'm streaming at 30, it's just not taking too much on the computer instead of like running it at 60 like I usually do when I'm not streaming. Oh shit. But yeah, so I just wanted to do it without streaming so then I could run at 60 FPS and not have frames skip when I'm trying to do something. Or as most people would say, I paid somebody to do it. Because I just lost my job and can't pay rent, but one thing I would spend a bunch of money on is somebody to beat not even the whole quest, but just one specific boss for me. Okay. She'll either stun you with melee or mage. Nice barrage. Immediately after she stuns you, she'll launch a large purple orb. Makes sense. Oh, teleportation is impossible. Alright. We shall see. Get ready to fight. Yeah, so I probably need to re-gear, yeah. Melee equipment with high range defense, ranged weapon swap, knives, darts. Alright, so I'll just go back and get my, whatchamacallit. Blow pipe. Man, I think those bosses, now that I've done all 4 and I'm kind of thinking about it, because, I mean, Duke seemed pretty easy. Like, very forgiving. Leviathan was really hard. Whisper was really hard. Vardorvis, I remember it taking, like, a while and it being difficult, but now that I'm thinking back on it, Leviathan, Whisper, biggest pain in the ass is Vardorvis, and then Duke. Duke is easiest, by far. Anti-poison. Oh, so I mean, just go with the, I wonder how much worse the stats are. Yeah, I think I'll bring an anti-poison. Alright, final fight, right? This is the last one. more Mahasha Pressure. No, more Mahasha Pressure. All the Mahasha Pressure. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, that's right. The camel was a Mahasha Pressure too. You're a Mahasha Pressure? He's a Mahasha. Ah. I've been every voice inside your head. Ah. Ah, I see how what they did. They said Ritual of the Horror Shower, just like in the original game. Ah, yes. Yoji's. Wait, I have to fight. No, yeah, they fight them. Time to read. 2 auto attacks. Shadow clones, 2 auto attacks. Sorry, I'm looking up the different Barrows rip-offs to see what they're weak to. Okay. Only ranging Kirsten. Alright. Give it another try. Oh yeah, the Venom. I want to look that up. I'm gonna put on Serp Helm for that, just so I don't have to worry about it. Probably should have had the fire cape as well. Oh well. Man, I'm so close, man. I thought having a quest cape back in the day was a big deal. Like, all the quests that I thought were super hard back in the day, that almost all of them were super easy compared to these ones. Almost makes like the 20-year journey of wanting a quest cape, not quite 20 years, but you know, the 15, 20-year journey of getting a quest cape that much more meaningful. So it looks like it makes it so the venom doesn't keep, or the poison doesn't keep hitting, but the poison still hits you the first time. Okay. Hate misclicking. Oh shit. Whoa. What is that attack, man? What is that? Yeah, I just have to, like, read every one, then do it, and then read it again. Because I swear I'm reading all of these ones, and every time it doesn't make any sense. I do not know how you can avoid that. For his explosion attack, he will perform from 1 to 3 shockwaves in succession, but there will be a small section close to him where players can stand safely. It literally does. That doesn't. Yeah. So that's just hard. Because he like runs to the side, to the opposite end of the room. He runs to the opposite end of the room faster than you can, and then those, I bet those lightning ticks, or those shadows are only on the ground for 2 to 3 ticks. 2 ticks, probably. It almost kind of seems like, almost mechanically, like you have to be on tick. Like, once he moves, you just click over there. You have to. Right? Otherwise, you're just going to get hit by the strike. Okay, so after Kassan, which has that stupid lightning attack, Kirsten. So then once I get to Perston, then switch. Woohoo! Oh, why is my character the dumbest character on the planet? Why? 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 Ah! Seriously, I can't even fathom how bad my character is! Do one thing right! Why? Woo! What is that? What is that? Jesus Christ, man, dude. It's, you know what? It's so rough too because I know a certain amount of this is just coping, but dude, when I'm not streaming, I don't drop frames all the time, so I'm just at a steady 60 FPS, and it's so much different, dude. This is like, it's like adding a goddamn handicap when I have to, when things have to be tick perfect. It's so, like, when the assassin throws his potion, you have like 2 or 3 or 4 ticks to react. Kassan's potion is throw, hit. It is 1 tick. That is so rough, man. Does he do it in a pattern? So when he just starts throwing potions, I can just not attack? It's really frustrating when basic boss mechanics have to be tick perfect. I guess we'll just do it again. Damn it. I believe. I've beaten the Whisperer, I've beaten all the bosses. This is just the cherry on the top. But son of a bitch, I just want to be done with it, man. I want to see that quest cape. I just want to see no quests available. I want to see this quest be done, so I officially have access to every piece of content. First is an attack where she will channel power to launch lightning strikes, which is just a little more okay. We can do that. That's pretty easy. Subsequent lightning strikes will in a row up to 3, which we can do that. Oh, I forgot to pot up. Did he heal? Okay. Just throw a random one. I fucking clicked to move, dude. It's so frustrating when that shit happens. Ah, I didn't bring my bastion! Got this. I don't have it anymore! Woo! No! There it is. Boom. Is that it? That's all. That's everything. Oh my god. That was a total choke at the end. I totally had that and just choked. Sweet. Oh my goodness. See you in the north? What? Wait a minute, so this isn't even the last one in the quest? I mean in the line? I wonder if Ritual of the Maharashar will be the last one in the quest line. Yes! The last quest, man. And the hardest one easily. Yeah, boy. That's it. Oh, man. Ring of Shadows. Let's go. Oh, right. These each give 100k. Probably at least one to strength, right? There's only... Strength. Yeah, 41k I can do super quickly. Do the other two on attack. Feels good, man. Where... I actually can't remember who gives you the quest cape. Is it the Lumbridge guide that gives you the quest cape? The wise old man. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, dude, that quest was a lot. Is he even wearing a quest cape? Wise old man isn't even wearing a quest cape. Yeah, give me my quest cape, please. There it is. Yay! Look at that. We fucking did it. We fucking did it. Yeah, I needed the... Dang. Cool. I think there's like a... Isn't there an achievement diary? Let's do the quest emote in here. Is that in elites? Yep. Perform the quest keep emote in the old man's house. Yeah. That's so awesome, man. So awesome, man. Been a long time coming. And this quest just made it that more rewarding because of its difficulty. Very cool, man. We like those. Man, that quest was awesome. So well done. Whoever they have doing like the storyboarding, I know it's just like a lot of skipping dialogue because the actual quest is so long, but the story and the lore is so well developed. It's very, very true to old school RuneScape. And the dialogue is just way better. RuneScape now is definitely less silly than it was back then. It's one thing I will say is, there's a lot of silly parts of old school original RuneScape that are not present in old school RuneScape. Old school RuneScape, I feel like, is a little bit more serious, but that's fair because RuneScape back then was so much more. It was still new and developing what it was, and so there's obviously a lot more room for comedy. But now that it's so established, and especially there's a whole lot of what they kind of know not to do with RuneScape 3. It's just, it feels like old school RuneScape did, but that it has been developing on its own, and the storytelling is getting so much better. I would guess that whoever is on the storyboard, if they have a storyboard, whoever's writing the actual story for these quests, were fans of RuneScape back in the day. Either that or they're just good at their job. So, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Haven't even been streaming for an hour, just under an hour. Do I want to do something else on stream? I don't know. Let's look through like the collection log. Pharaohs, just not that fun. I don't want to go back to the Desert Treasure 2 bosses yet. I'm good. There's still my mole prison that I need to do because I did a whole. Yeah, I've been wanting to. That's good money, and I've been wanting to learn how to raid. I don't want to learn that on stream right now, I don't think. I want to do Sarachnis at one point. Definitely need to get my Slayer up. Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember one thing I wanted to do was get my Herblore at least up to 78. Because I really want to start raiding. I want to learn how to raid a little bit. So 78 Herblore for Chambers is what I saw is the only thing I need. And 75 Hunter if I want it. And then 85 Mining for TOA. Craft some blood runes. I only need one more level I could spend. Yeah, I could spend an hour doing Guardians to get 77. Snow, Sarachnis is easy. Yeah, it looked like it. Also saw a couple people found out about the Ring of Stone thing, so then when he freezes you, you can just skip that part. You know, I'm so broke. I did so much mole, and then I kind of got ahead of myself and just bought the Avernic Defender. And then I probably went through 5 milled throughout this quest. I don't know. I don't know if I want to boss and try to make a little bit of money and stream for a while, or just start skilling. Could try squirking. No, that sounds boring as well. I don't want to squirk. I'm not really worried about my agility right now. Let's just do a mole prison for like an hour. Just an hour. Show off the cape a little bit. Hang out, and then I want to work on Herblore, do some kind of skilling today. Need to organize my bank at some point, but Les Avis. Oh, it's thieving, that's right. Squirking is thieving, that's right. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I don't really... I can already do, what do you call it, Arty Nights. And I've got the diary, so if I was doing thieving, I would do that. Do you use thieving in any raids? I can't remember. You can put all those teleport scrolls in Master Scrollbook. Master Scrollbook. Attainable from any treasure trail. Oh. I didn't even know about that. That's awesome. That's a great idea. But also, boring and something I don't want to do right now. That'll free up a lot of space in my bank. Fuck yeah, I didn't even know about that. I'll do that when I'm not streaming, you know? Just seems like something boring to do on stream. And I need to make some money, not spend money. And Mole, I'm pretty sure, pull up my loot tab, pretty sure Mole is really good money right now. When I was doing it like a month ago or something, when I first started grinding the Mole, I was averaging, my first 1,000 moles was about I think 24, 24.5k per kill. Wow, and yeah, it went down since the other day. But yeah, now each kill is about 26k. It was 27 when I checked it. That's pretty good. Definitely a boss I should have. That's actually not even true, because when I first started grinding this boss, I was not doing 60 kills per trip, and now I am. Oh, forgot my lantern, shit. Oh yeah, I don't need a, that's right, I don't need my lantern anymore because of the fire. How's your day go, snowing? How's your day go, snowing? How's your day going, snow? I should probably set it to strength. Good luck on Molpet, thanks, man. Pretty much nearing drop rate. Did I not even put... Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot my alking stuff. And I didn't even put the fire rune in. I kept the... I put nature and cosmic instead of nature and fire runes. I'm such a dumbass. Pretty good. Can't decide what to grind though. Yeah, like... Oh, I get that, dude. It's just RuneScape is like, once you get to the mid game, it's a series of which grind you're prioritizing and for what purpose. About a month ago, right before I lost my job, I was on a, I was just on a mole grind, not even for the pet, but just because I always wanted to just go on a grind and kill these motherfuckers and see like what kind of loot you could get. And also, there is somebody on the high scores with, I think, 200,000 mole kills. And I just refuse to let him have that forever. So this is like a long-term grind where eventually I want to get to 200,001 mole kill. But then I stopped that grind because that's seriously like... I did the math a little while ago. If I killed 200 to 300 moles every day, like every single day, not missing a day, it would still take me over a year and a half, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was over 2 years. So, pause that to, I realized that I had not done so many easier quests, like, that were pretty good for the account, like Kingdom Divided, getting thralls and shit. And then, just the other day, I was like, well, I've got Sins of the Father, Song of the Elves, Night at the Theater, and then DT2 to do. So I just committed, and was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna commit to finally getting DT2 done. That's a lot of mole. 200,000 moles, man. That must have been something that he started doing, like, way back when old school, like, I don't even know, dude. That's so many. So I'm saying I calculated it from where I'm at, which is still, like, a couple thousand moles in. I think I calculated mine at, like, 1,500, maybe close to 2,000 moles. So it's like, well, how much is 198,000 moles? I'm gonna keep forgetting to Yeah, so if you do 200 moles a day, which you get roughly 60 moles per hour, so that's just over 3 hours of play every single day. That's 990 days, dude. That's over 2.5 years. So that grind would be, I mean, simpler math is 198,000 moles. If you're doing 1,000 moles every single day, it's 198 days. It's a little over a half year. 6 months, actually. 30 times 6 would be 180. So, yeah. And 1,000 would be over 10 hours of moles every single day. Every day. Is that 60? Yeah, I mean, that's actually closer to 50. Yeah, that's just impossible. It's 14 hours of mole a day, every single day. So that guy definitely did a several year grind of mole, unless he actually did just do like 15 hours of mole every day for like 6 months and just did it. Be possible with doing it AFK on the phone while doing other things. Yeah, I guess that's possible. I wonder if you can. I don't think you'd hit 60 moles per hour doing it. You'd probably hit close to like 30. So yeah, I mean, if you AFK'd 30 moles, let's say you AFK'd 100 moles per day, because that'd be over 3 hours of AFKing moles still. There's no way around it. 200,000 moles is a fuck ton of time. But whether or not he did it all in like a short amount of time, or if he had been grinding it for a while. He's also, I'm pretty sure, let me look it up. I'm pretty sure he is so far ahead that the person next to him, the two people below him on the high scores, have like 68,000 kills. Yeah, Shere Khan 1 has 200,000 mole kills. Hello 5912 has 62,000. So Shere Khan has more than 3 times the amount that anybody else does. 62,000 is still is so insane. That's 20 moles, pets if you're on drop rate. That's insane, dude. And then the person below him has 48,000. So even just the number 1 has 4 times as many mole kills as the number 3. That's crazy, dude. Because then everybody else on the top 25 are within like 1,000 kills of each other. They're pretty damn close. But the top 5, basically, yeah. Because once you get to the top 5, it's 25,000, 25,000. Like, it looks like people are still actually competing right there, actively doing it. But then there's Stuntlax with 39, that's a 15,000 jump. And then Woohoo with 48,000, that's a 9,000 jump. And then from Woo to Hello, that's a 14,000 jump. All pretty significant. That's like several hours. That's like several days of mole grinding, which is impressive. But then there's just nearly 140,000 mole kill jump from number 2 to number 1. That's crazy. That's what makes me think he just had to have been doing it before. Either he started doing it before everybody else started doing all of like the collection logs, or he's just been ahead of the game, or he just started doing it right when it happened, and that's the only thing he committed to. Because that's obviously a goal. I looked that up a month ago, and he was still at 200,000. So that's definitely a goal he achieved, and has now just let sit. Whereas other people on the list, I'm pretty sure are still grinding. I'm pretty sure their kills go up every once in a while. Check his other boss high scores? Why? I'm assuming you're talking Shere Khan. Oops. Sorry, whenever I click on OBS, it makes this makes my RuneScape frames go down to save space on GPU. Okay, he's number 1 at Mole. Yeah, I mean looks like he's a bosser. 1500 Serb, 1900 Dagannoth Prime, 1200 Duke. So that's why he's grinding D2 bosses right now. 13,000 Krakens. He's 369 on Kraken. 354 Skitizo. And that's 134? Wow, not many people farm. Oh, Skitizo's just hard to like farm, right? Because you have to get that thing to fight him every single time. That's right. Yeah, it's good. He's maxed count. Nothing like crazy. I mean, the Skitizo one's pretty crazy. He's ranked 139. 1200 Duke's pretty good. But yeah, the 300 level, rank 369 Kraken. Yep. 13,000 Krakens. It's also maxed combat except for defense. Totems each time, yeah. just fix the focus thing, so it shouldn't drop frames now if I click on another window. I just had that on during DT2, so then while I was clicking off and on other things, it wouldn't drag so much on the CPU. Man, it's just so cool. I'm very, very happy with the cape. Not even because the cape does anything super awesome and that it's like an item that I need. And it's not even like the Desert Treasure 2 offers like content that I really was itching to do right now. It just feels really nice to have a grind that long finally done, especially since I was going to grind a bunch of skills to do Desert Treasure 2 on release, and now that I've done it months after it's done, I'm so glad I waited and just did more of the game and also got my skills up a little bit. Aww. Oh, okay, just a little troll. Very nice. But yeah, it just feels nice. It just feels nice to finally have the cape, and that's just one grind I don't have to do now. And it'll give me a reason now to, every time they release a quest, to make sure I do it, because I don't want to lose my quest cape. I just don't want it. I like it. It makes me feel good. So I think the next big goal is to learn how to raid well. I mean, otherwise it's just bossing and trying to make money in the meantime, because pretty much most of my money, or not most of it, but a good amount of it is wrapped up in items, and I want to have like a 50 to 100 mil cash stack that I can just use to drop on something that I want. My bank was worth almost 300 mil. And then I went for the Avernic, forgetting that it like pretty much loses its value after that. So my bank was worth almost 300 mil, and now I think it's worth like 180. I forget what I spent some on something. I mean, I actually did lose a good amount. I probably spent 5 mil-ish between getting merged and having to pay grave fees for DT2. There was something that I sprung for. I can't remember. I also finally just decided to go from Dagenhai to Arims. I think the defensive bonuses are just... It's not worth it to have slightly better accuracy, because it's not even like you hit any harder, you just have slightly better accuracy for like the massive defense boosts. So that was like 6 mil. Have you done any God War stuff with a group? Even solo Saradomin is pretty easy and good GP if you get the drop. Let's see, what did I do? I did one of them, I think, for a task, I think? Or maybe I'm misremembering that? No, I've never really done much God War stuff. I haven't yet. I don't, like, have a clan or hang out with, like, anybody in-game. All of my friends from this account, I think I made this old school account, like, years and years and years and years ago and then didn't touch it until 2 years ago. Friends. So all of my friends I'm pretty much are either probably banned or just not. Just not playing. I very rarely see 1 or 2 of these guys on. Skeet McBeat I see on sometimes in EO Finality sometimes. But I mean, I haven't talked to them. I don't even know who they are. They're just people on my friends list. So, no, I haven't done much group content just because I don't hang out with groups of people on RuneScape. Haven't. Armadillo crossbows were around 52 mil, pretty good solo drop. Who drops that again? The Commander Zilliana, right? Is that the Saradomin? I don't even know. I know General is Zeros, right? Or Zamorak? See, I don't even know. Yeah, I've looked up their mechanics a couple times, but just have never been on the radar. I haven't done much like high-level bossing in order to get drops. I guess the closest you could say, and it's not even the same, is Vorkath. I learned how to do Vorkath, and Vorkath is pretty decent GP per hour, and it was good to like figure out ticks and everything for me. Oh, I've been wanting to figure out Zulrah because I spent like 2 hours the other day trying to figure out Zulrah, and I think my problem was I was trying to do no switches and just tank the forms that I couldn't damage, and then I think I was also getting the melee phase wrong. I think I wasn't stepping away properly. Bandos God Swords and Bandos Boots. Oh, yeah, Zilly drops it. The Goblin is Bandos. It drops Bandos armor. Bandos God Swords. Yeah. Yeah, those are good drops. Yeah, I haven't... I really like the idea of raiding, because, Night at the Theater was actually kind of fun introducing me to a raid, because I have never done a raid before, so it was nice to have a raid be a requirement of the quest, even though it was really difficult. Honestly, now that I think about it, I think the Whisper was a harder mechanic than the final boss in Tob. But Tob would just be harder because you have to go through an entire, like, raid. But, yeah, I want to get some skills up so I can do Chambers and, TOA solo, because I don't think I'll do solo Theater of Blood. Solo Theater of Blood on entry mode was super, super difficult, and I had to, like, really sweat and grind at my skills, so... I don't think going up to normal mode... I don't think camping entry mode, story mode, is worth it for GP or for my time, and I don't think I'd be very good at normal right now, so... You know. Did you solo the Tob or group? I soloed it. I soloed it because I don't want to pay somebody to carry me. I think that's super fucking lame. Like, I get it for a quest, like, you just get the quest done, like, whatever. But I looked up and was like, well, okay, it seems like solo Tob is the hardest, like, raid to do solo. But they made it entry mode, like, story mode, so you could do it solo if you wanted to. And then just you don't get any good drops. I think I got, like, 54k from my chest. Way less than kills a minute. Keep reading chat and shit. In reality, the Theater of Blood wasn't that hard. Like the first like Hespori-like boss wasn't that difficult. That's definitely harder in entry mode, it seems like. Pestilent Bloat was easy. What was after that? Was the spiders after that? Yeah, the Nilochus. That's actually not that hard. It's overwhelming because there's a lot of them, but honestly, you don't lose a lot of health, and I don't know, it just didn't seem like I was in that much danger, and then the boss itself is pretty easy. And then the Gargoyle was hard. In my opinion, the Gargoyle was kind of hard. Apparently people can do the Gargoyle without taking any damage, but... Same about the Whisper, though. People can take no damage from the Whisper, and I was having a hard-ass time with that. And then Versig is actually pretty easy until you get to the last phase. I think the last phase is actually pretty difficult. Normal Tob is extremely hard to solo. You have to tick eat damage. That's exactly what that's what I saw. I mean, and also in normal Tob, you don't regenerate all your stats after every room, correct? That's what's crazy, is you have to go in with like very little equipment, and then, or like supplies, and then you have to hope that you do well enough to get bandages. Oh right, and they actually don't even, don't they not sell bandages in normal? Isn't it like they sell you items that you spend points on or something? Yeah, it's way more in depth and difficult. From what I've heard, everybody talk about raids, or whenever I watch streamers do raids, if anybody's doing a raid solo, it's usually TOA first, and then Chambers of Xeric. Solo Tob is always something that I hear is like a high level thing for like a max player with max gear to do. So, is the way that the points? I know I could probably just look this up and read it. Is the way that I think in the story mode, like you just got supplies after 2 of the rooms. Yeah, after the second and fourth room, you got 10 bandages. Like if you did well enough, I think, or if you got enough points, the buyers liked you enough. Solo Tob is a meme. Yeah, that's what it seems. Oh, Solo Tob is a meme? Oh, so is it not actually possible? Am I memeing myself? But, do you earn points based on your performance in the raid, and then based on the amount of points you have, you then allocate them to supplies for, like, the next room? Is that how it works in normal and hard? That's what it seems like. It's possible, but not worth doing. That's what it seems like. Is that you have a greater chance? It's gonna take longer, and you won't have as great success of completing it versus just going in with a group and getting it done way quicker and more efficiently. And then at the end of the day, I mean, if you're what, twice as fast, I guess it only is not worth it if you have like a fourth of the drop rate, or a chance, because there's 4 of you, quarter of the profit or whatever. Yeah, it seems like Solo Tob is like, but that's also why I'm not trying to do with any Feeder of Blood, honestly. It was fun to do because it's all combat, and that's kind of up my alley. But I think if I'm gonna learn like more extensive mechanics of the game, I should do like Cox. I really kind of wanted to do TOA because it seems like that has some of the best loot and also seems like the most fun, but it seems like I don't know. I just kind of like have lost interest in it. People in the clan that you're in could help with learning raids. They are helping you. Did you Cox last night? Died but learned more about what to do. What's your clan called? Is it just a raiding clan? J1D Gaming. He's a YouTuber. It's not just a raiding clan. Oh shit. I've got it queued up on the YouTubes, because that might be fun. Might be fun. How long have you been in the clan? Were those 2 raids that you did last night the first ones that you've done with the clan? Actually, so I meant to do this earlier when I beat the DT2, but I got a shot lined up right here of totally water in this totally a skull. It's just totally water, but it's good for you. Chase it with water in a coffee mug. Cheers. Man, I don't like vodka. Gross. He was the first Cox you've done? Oh, nice. Yeah, that sounds like fun, doing raids with a group of people. I work much better in team environments where, like, everybody has a role, and as long as you finish your role, you finish the point everybody is there to make. I don't know, it just seems like a lot more fun than having all these different mechanics you have to remember on your own. You just kind of remember, this is my role. Been in the clan for over a year. Finally said sure, I'll try it. Glad I did. Was pushing off learning raids for way too long. That's kind of how I feel. I kind of fell into the trap when I started playing again, like almost 6 months ago. About 6 months ago. That I just wanted to, like, I don't know. I was just kind of scared. I didn't know if I was good enough because I still thought stuff like Desert Treasure 1, freaking Monkey Madness were hard. I'm pretty sure I streamed doing Monkey Madness, and I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure this was like really hard back in the day, because I remember dying way back when Monkey Madness came out, and I was like, I'm not going to use guides because I'm freaking legit, so I wouldn't know how any of the mechanics worked, and just got obliterated several times on that jungle demon. So I was like, I'm not even going to try to learn raids until I'm maxed. Remember, I was like, once I max my account, then I'll start doing all the raids, because if you're not going to like efficiently do the raids, why do it at all? And that's just so lame, dude. It's so not fun. Like, I get it, having maxed account would then just allow you to do any content at the highest possible level. But it's kind of like the quest cape. It wasn't the fact that now I've got it, that it's an item that I need, or like a status that I really wanted. It was just the journey of, like, doing all the quests and getting them all done, especially with Desert Treasure 2 being so difficult. Now the quest cape kind of, in my opinion, has even more of like a... Yeah, I felt like I've put off raids for a long time as well. Oh, that's right. I remember, what was it? I have to check back on my stream log. It was like maybe 4 or 5 months ago. It wasn't 6 months, was it? No, I think it was like 4 months ago when I started, I was like, I'm gonna get my first fire cape, because I never got a fire cape back in the day. And that was even something that I did not know if I could do. Like, that's how, I'm really not that good mechanically at the game. I just love it, so I just won't give up. I thought freaking fight caves were hard. And so I remember, I think I did 3 days of streaming trying to do it. The first day, didn't get to Jad at all. I think I streamed 6 to 8 hours every single day. Didn't get to Jad the first day. Second day, I started with 62, no, 60, yeah, 62, whatever you need for the crossbow, for the rune crossbow. I started with a rune crossbow and did it so much that I think I had 72 or 73 range when I finished, just under the blowpipe. So I remember I went in with D-Hide that first day and just didn't even get to Jad, because I just didn't really know how to prayer flick, didn't know where people were gonna spawn, just not knowing basic mechanics of the game. But then the second day, I believe I sprung for Blessed D'hide because I got to 70 range. And then got to Jad like twice or 3 times. And I think what did it was I didn't get to Jad, and so then that next day I was like, I think what I'm gonna do is go and get 75 range real quick, so I can get a blowpipe. But instead I was like, well, I'm just gonna give it a try, and I like looked up a couple of videos, and I think that last day I'd have to look back at my stream log, but I think I only streamed like an hour or 2, so I think I did like 2 attempts and got it. So yeah, at that point, and but you know, then once I did it, I didn't touch the fight caves for like a few months, and then the other day, what was I doing? I think I took the first thing I did when I took a break from this mole grind for a minute is I went to the fight caves real quick, and I got 5 fire capes, so I could get on the high score. That's what I did. And now I'll use 3 capes for rolling again for the Jad pet, and then 1 to access the Inferno. Because honestly, I was thinking about doing the Inferno next. It's kind of fun having a main account where I'm not maxed yet, so it's not like I'm doing all the content with max stats and max gear. I kind of have the choice to be like, well, can I do this raid or this boss or this minigame with the stats and the equipment that I have, basically, or with the money I have, and then I can sell off everything like I did for the Whisperer. Especially have you done I found your channel from the chat. Oh, nice, cool. Yeah, I got a lot of viewers during those streams. I think I think the fight caves and the Inferno and raids just get a lot of viewers versus like I've been streaming quests for the last little while, because that's something that's, I don't know, it can be helpful to see somebody do it, or it's also just something that's one-time content. I don't have to keep doing it. It can be fun. But I think raids, bosses, minigames bring in a lot more viewers. Because yeah, I had, and it's not even that much, but I'd have like 5 to 10 people watching, and then after I posted them, people would go back and watch through them, versus all the quest ones, they're just not as popular. Unlock being able to get Jad as a Slayer task. How do you do that? I thought you oh yeah, it's a it's like you spend Slayer points on it. Yep. That's another grind I have to do, because dude, I have a very low Slayer level for my level, because obviously when I got back into it, I was a dummy and did what everybody does who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing in this game, is I just unlocked Fossil Island and did sand crabs until like 60 or 70 combat or something like that, and didn't keep up on Slayer. So I've been using all of my lamps that I get on Slayer, and it's still like not even level 80. So and I also have no points. I have no points. I think I have 13 points or something like that. In fact, I have 2 achievement diaries. I think my Varric and my Lumbridge or something. 2 of my diaries require me to get a Slayer task from a specific Slayer master, and I've been putting it off because I have to finish my current Slayer task, which is fucking worms. Yeah, unlock being able to get Jad. Yeah, look up the name. It's a Jad task from the Slayer master, right? I didn't even think about that. That's definitely, I mean, if I wanted to Jad hunt the pet or just fucking farm the fight caves, that's not a bad idea. definitely a good idea if you're getting your first fire cape. 100% if you have the ability to unlock him as a Slayer task before you start getting your first fire cape, that's a really good idea. 15% accuracy and damage is huge. But I forgot what I was doing on my Slayer grind as well, because remember there's a couple of tasks I still need to open up. I think I need bigger and badder, because I don't think I've unlocked that yet. Yeah, there's quite a few things I need to do on my Slayer grind. For points, you could try Wilderness Slayer. Yeah, and especially because don't you need to do some Wilderness Slayer for an achievement diary? So that's actually not a bad idea. You can get for your first Jad task, Kint for Inferno. I think I'm not understanding what you're saying. Are you saying that you can get Jad assigned as a task before you do Inferno? Like if you get assigned that task, you have to do Jad first, and then once you beat Jad as a Slayer task, you can unlock Inferno as a Slayer task? Is that what you're saying? Because then that's a reason to do it for sure. Unlock Jad, get assigned Jad, and do it real quick as a Slayer task. So then I can use the Slayer helmet in Inferno? That's not a bad idea. My main reason for doing Song of the Elves was because since Misori is so damn expensive and I'm pretty far off from owning an outfit of Misori, I can just farm 30 mil for like a day or two doing mole or, you know, various activities and get 30 mil real quick. It's something like 30, 35, right? For full crystal. To like buy the armor seeds and everything, and then I just have to mine or farm the shards. Bofa and full crystal, very good at Jad or Inferno, right? If you don't have the T-bow. Yeah, the Inferno grind is definite. I'm saying you can get a Jad task before you get 1 KC. But Inferno, you need 1 KC before you can get it as a task. Oh, that doesn't make any sense then. So I can't... Yeah, I mean, so that's not even important for me until I want to farm the Inferno. Yeah, it's really important to get Jad as a task before you get your first KC because you can then use your Slayer helm to go in and get it. I'm pretty sure that's what most, like, hardcores do. But for the Inferno, I mean, once I get 1 Inferno, I doubt I'm gonna want to farm it. Right? I want the cape. I wonder if they do that for a reason. I mean... I mean, I guess it would be the meta. You just wouldn't... You wouldn't do Inferno unless you had a task. You just wouldn't. So that's a way to, like, make it as hard as possible the first time you get it. Which I guess is at the end of the day fine, because Jad is no longer like the talk of the town, like shit. Not even considered like a very hard boss by most people anymore, so who cares if like you're able to have a 15%, because only people who struggle at doing it need it. Okay, none of these are near a bank, right? No, that's not the one. And that only teleports me to the fucking Legends Guild, which is not near a bank, and I don't have the elite done, so I can't use it without a Draven Staff. I need to switch over to my normal prayer book and my Alk stuff. Also need to upgrade my altar. Something I've been meaning to do. So he doesn't drop cosmic, but he drops airs. There we go, that should save on space. God dang it. Got about 50 and almost 50, 55 minutes. That's actually not too bad. Enough for one trip. I'll pretty much be out of all of my mole stuff after this next trip, so it's actually a good time to end the stream after this next trip. I'll do one more mole trip. Do like another hour. Do that as noted potions. Oh, you can. See, this is how little I know about the game. I didn't know that. That is what we call good information to have. Oh, and I got my strength, so I think I'm gonna work on attack now, actually. Yeah, because isn't it like 91 or 92, 93 strength that pretty much ensures max hit at most levels, or is that another thing I'm wrong on? It just keeps scaling up. That was a 1 mil trip. It wasn't even a full hour. So this is minimum 1 mil per trip per hour. Honestly, what I should do if I'm trying to do my grinding a little bit more efficiently, since I only have about 2 mil right now in actual like cash and not just stuff I can liquidate, I should probably do this to get like 15 mil or something like that. Because I mean, I need to invest in Herblore. It's gonna be like 5 mil. I don't know. Oh yeah, dude. Fang is super good on the mole. It's just super accurate. I mean, I think that once you get a T-bow, it's probably better, but I hadn't had very good luck with ranged. What's so weird about the people like that I just ran into, this is like, call me daddy and I'll leave. And then it just becomes like, dude, everybody it's like, it's not a rule. It's just like courtesy that if somebody is in here that you don't just like crash them, especially because there's been multiple times people log in and I'll say, hey, I'm out of here in like 5 or 10 if you want the space. And it actually can be a nice thing. And people have done that for me. But when you come in and like, you're like forcing somebody to like bend to your will, it's like first of all, dude, there's so many worlds that it's just so much more worth it for me to just hop worlds and keep on my way. But it's just sad because I don't remember his name, so I couldn't look him up. But I just wanted to look him up, and I'm like, man, I mean, this is the only way somebody will notice you. It's the only reason why you do that, because if you were in the real world, like, you don't want to make somebody uncomfortable, like, for no reason. That's just a dick move. But you're totally willing to do it in a video game because just nobody knows who you are, nobody cares, nobody will know you when you fucking die. And so the only way that you can get some sort of dopamine is by, like, it's just really sad, and it's like, that's what it is. I know, dude, that's what I'm saying. Call me daddy, you know how you can make this stop. It's like, man, like, we're all fucking losers for playing this game. We're all fucking losers for grinding and, like, taking it as seriously as we do. But that's just, like, high level, just like, man, he's got nothing, man. He's got no friends. He's got no family that cares. He's got nothing. And so the only way he can feel good is by, like, and it's funny, it's even happened in the mole layer, right? Who's the giant mole here? Who's the rat? I always mean to, like, either report these people or put them on my friends list, or ignore list. So then I know if, like, certain people crash me here, that I'm not going to fucking, I don't want to interact with them in other parts of the game, because why would I? Being a fucking weirdo. It's not even like a clever crashing or anything like that. Like, he just came in, set up. It's like a dominance thing. He's like, I've got a bigger wiener. See, and you can call me daddy now, okay? And I'll stop, and you call me daddy because I'm the bigger wiener. Super weird. Man, I just had like a slight thought of uh, not continuing the mole grind after the stream, or like next time we play, just because there's other things I could do to make money. But just since I've started playing, or not since I've started playing, but just since I've started farming the mole, the 3 skin drop has gone up, I think 300 GP each, because it's gone almost a full K per drop, which means if there's 3 of it, it's roughly 333. And now's the time to harvest the stuff. I don't even feel bad about not getting a pet, because I just haven't even started this grind to do a pet. I just wanted to get 200,001 mole kills. But now that I'm up to nearly 2,400 mole kills and no pet, it will kind of start to feel a little weird on the mental if I hit 3,000 and still don't have a pet. That'll definitely make it feel a little weird. Every time I don't get the pet after that. Really? Is he hopping worlds? He's hopping worlds. Most people are not like that guy. Most people are fucking decent. I think I've got 23, yeah, 2,400 mole kills, and I maybe have gotten like 3 crashers ever. Like, not that many at all. You can turn mole parts into nests. So, I did that, yeah, because apparently, like, it's decent money. So here's the thing. I have done 2,400 mole kills, and I've sold like all of it through the GE. And I actually did 1,000 without selling any of my loot, just so that I could do it all at once. Just kind of felt nice, looked nice. And then it also gave me an idea of how the drops worked in 1,000 kills. And I think I took 200 or something. I took a fairly big chunk of mole parts and then turned them into nests and seeds, because apparently that's also supposed to be profit. But I think I lost like $500,000 doing that, because everything I turned in gave me nothing. Like, you have to actually get pretty decent seeds from that for it to be worth it. Otherwise, it's not worth it if you just get crushed nests back, right? Or, I mean, nests. The reason why that'd be worth it is for Ironman, for sure. Because you're not going to do anything with mole, skin, and claw. But, yeah, the wiki says you can make pretty decent money. I think the wiki says you can make like 100K per, like, 50, or per instance of doing it, but I was losing money, like, several times. Versus, like, right now, mole, claw, and skin, if you go to the GE, which, if you go to the GE and look up skin and claws right now, they rose for a long time. Just for some reason, they are at, I think they're at the highest they've ever been, or at least the highest they've been in over a year. So I just was farming them and holding on to them and holding on to them, and I think I sold claws at like 8K or 8.1K a piece, and then the skins were like 7,500 a piece. So they're like 700 more and 5-ish more than they were now. And that was just like guaranteed money. It feels not as good for like basically feeling like I'm gambling it away. Maybe it's one of those things where you have to get like a really good drop for it all to be worth it. Yeah, I remember I sold my first 1,000 mole parts, first 1,000 loot for my mole kills, and I made about 24K per kill, and then I think I took 250 of each and turned them into boxes, nest boxes, to try that out, and it just immediately was not worth it. I never thought about the seed RNG, about the seed nest. Best seed would be a dragon fruit seed around 110k. Yeah. Have you done it before? Have you taken like a large amount of mold parts and done that? People probably do it for spirit seeds. Yeah, that's right. Spirit tree seeds. That's right. I do remember thinking that if I did that and got all of my spirit tree seeds, that I wouldn't need to worry about that anymore. That's right, but I didn't get one. That's honestly more worth it, because then you're essentially gambling your money for a chance to get something that's very difficult to get other ways. Because, I mean, 110k is like... So, 110k is about... You know, it's a 10th of one trip. So, I don't know. I feel like you'd have to be drawing those pretty often. Because if you make about a mil, in a 60-minute trip, I make at least a mil, if not like 1.5. I think the highest I've gotten is, that's minus, like, all of my stuff I bring adds up to about 250k, all of my supplies. So if I use every single supply, which I've done, I can average about 1.5 mil. So a dragon fruit seed would have to be coming up pretty often in a nest for it to be worth it. Again, yeah, the wiki says, based on like the seed rates and the nests, which aren't they like guaranteed that you should make your money back, but I did not. Again, for Iron Man, I think it's probably a great idea, because you're not doing anything else with them. I never traded in mold parts, mostly open nest from wood cutting and birdhouse runs. Yep. Same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't remember now because it's been a while, but I think my idea was to do it with 1,000. I did 1,000, just selling it off, and then I was gonna do another 1,000, trading them in. But for some reason, I did it early, and I remember I lost a significant amount of money, so it once I wasn't making money and I was losing money, I just decided not to even fuck with it. Because the whole reason I was here was because I, 200,001 mole kills, and then also it's decent money. Honestly, I'm pretty sure, let me look up how much Vorkath is per hour on the wiki. Because actually, I know for a fact that this is at least 1 mil an hour right now. Giant mole. God, the giant mole in RuneScape 3 is hideous, dude. Like, and not in hideous like in a good way, like hideous like, what the fuck did they do to RuneScape 3, dude? Okay, shit, I totally forgot what I was looking at. Oh yeah, how much is Vorkath per hour? Damn it. Okay, killing Vorkath. Oh, no, not at all. According to this. Killing Vorkath with a toxic blowpipe, which I've not flippin' heard of doing, because that sounds like an awful idea. But crossbow or hunter lance is 3 mil an hour. That's crazy, if that's true. Ah, see, this is interesting. It says killing the giant mole with Darox is about 1 mil an hour, 992,000, and that killing the giant mole with the twisted bow is 1.5. See, I never did the Darox thing because I just don't. I think it's kind of a meme and kind of silly. And I honestly, I just don't even think it would be faster than just max. Like, what did I do? I think I bought the Osmondson Fang for a different quest and then used it once or twice here and was like, wait a minute, and then looked up the stats. I'm pretty sure the giant mole has yeah, she has pretty good magic defense and relatively high stats. So the Fang actually works pretty dang well. And she's susceptible to stab. So I remember thinking that the wiki is off, but let's say that I'm getting twisted bow money, then yeah, it's definitely not worth it because you're making 3 mil an hour of Vorkath, which is crazy because I thought Vorkath was like 2 mil an hour when I first started doing it. That's wild. Look up next GP per hour. I know, dude. Isn't it like 13 mil an hour or 20 mil an hour? 13 mil an hour, something like that. Let's look up the top money making. See, this is why I'm trying to hook up my other monitor so that I can switch between the two and bring it up while I'm doing this kind of thing. So yeah, the top money making method per hour according to the wiki is Next Duo. It's Next Duo at 19 mil an hour, dude. And then the next closest one, according to this, is Solo 500 TOA at 14 mil. For Next, that's consistent GP too, because all of her drops are worth pretty good loot, right? And if you're duoing, then the two of you are going to make way more money than you would in a group, right? Because if you get a unique in a group, there's a high chance you just won't get it. But if there's a duo, then most likely you're going to be splitting everything. Versus, like, isn't TOA way more like just getting a big drop and having that be worth it? Mostly depends on getting the drop, but once you do, it's great GP. Yeah, I mean, any one of the Torvas is like 200 mil, right? Minimum. It's like some of the most expensive stuff in the game. But same thing with TOA, right? Isn't the loot not very good unless you like pull a shadow? You could pull a Fang. So, like, are either of these methods good, just like consistent GP per hour, or do they both rely on like big drops? Because that's one reason I do like the Mole, is she's just consistent. Every single one of my trips is like at least a mil. Honestly, it makes sense for TOA to not have consistent money making because, I don't know, it just feels like a raid mechanic. You spend a bunch of time doing it, you have to really grind for it, and then the reward is like super worth it. So it's like your reward is amortized over a larger time, right? Versus Nex is something you can do for like an hour, right? So you know what I mean? You can just do, like, Nex is a smaller encounter. You can do it for, like, any amount of time you want. Helm is 280 mil. Legs is 340. Plate body is 400 mil. So what, that's 620... Just over a bill for the full set. Jeez. Common drops you can break. Oh, common drops you can break even or a slight profit. That's... I mean, it is supposed to be like the hardest boss in the game. I shouldn't have drank that. So that's kind of fair. I bet, again, that if you do a Nex Duo, that's why Nex Duo is at the very highest on the list. Because if you're doing it in a mass raid, you're not even getting very many common drops, so like you're just hoping you get like a decent drop just to make your time worth it, and then you're probably not even doing that, so a big drop is like holy shit. But duos, you're splitting everything, so all the common drops probably do pay off, no? No idea, never done it. Let's keep going down the list a little bit. Killing Nex as, that's funny, number 3 is killing Nex as a team. I wonder if that means mass. Or just like small team. And that's 12.5 mil. So I think that answers that. Nex is just a moneymaker. Nex is good money. Theater of Blood, Scythe, killing Venonattus at 7 mil? What did she drop? Oh, she drops a Voidwaker piece. That's what it is. Theater of Blood, Abyssal Tentacle. Wow, Theater of Blood is like high up there. I don't remember that. So besides obviously 500 solo 500 TOA, which I bet the reason why that's calculated so high is because of the shadow. The more likelihood of the shadow. I mean, the shadow is worth over a bill right now. I bet that's what it is. 100%. Yeah, I can take it. And then Tombs of Masket Expert. So wow, Theater of Blood is above TOA Expert. That's kind of crazy. I didn't know that. Then the Leviathan at 6 mil. Krayara 5.7. Spindle 5. Whisperer 5. Chambers 5. Callisto 5. Yeah, it kind of evens out then into just like bosses and stuff. God Wars. Yeah, see, and it just went up another 200k. Yeah, I need to do the Varric medium so I can set it to the Grand Exchange. What time is it? 1:58. Yeah, that's just about a 3-hour stream. I want to check how much I've made. Yeah, see, and that's not even everything because a lot of the runes go to different, like all my blood runes go to a different one. I think there's a couple drops that are not in here. And see, funny, all of these, the nest box and the bird's nest, all this kind of stuff, that was all from, this is pretty much what I got from all the different seeds. Just nothing was worth anything. Teak seed I think was worth something. Raynor seed was obviously worth something, but it was so small. I think I got 1 maple seed. Yeah, nothing. And the rings were shit. Yeah, so 1 mil an hour is not bad, but you would definitely feel, I mean, it's going up. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for like the level of boss it is. But I think I'm gonna wrap up streaming for right now. That felt good. Finally getting the quest cape. There she is. Do the emote again. Fuck yeah. Yeah, and then a little bit of mole. I'm gonna take a break and kind of decide what I want to do next. Yeah, I might stream a little bit later. I probably won't stream tomorrow because I'm going to a play of my girlfriend's. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out. Remember to like the stream, subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks No for hanging out and stuff. Damn, that's unlucky. Yeah, my RNG with the siege was not great. Yeah. But thanks for hanging out and talking a lot. It was nice to have somebody to talk to in the back part of it. Hope you have a good weekend. And yeah, see you guys around.